Hi, so today's video is a little bit different. You can't see me, you can just see me grubby hands. And voila, and maybe a little bit of the floor. But this is the best angle I can get it. Basically, today, as you can see from my disgusting fingers, I am doing how I do my acrylics at home. So I have literally just removed all my acrylic nails. So some of my nails are a weird, horrible length like this one. Just a quick disclaimer on the whole video, I am not a nail tech at all. I have no qualifications in this. This is self-taught from YouTube videos, so on and so forth. Please do not take this as gospel, as I have literally learned everything myself, mainly from trial and error. But yes, do not, for the love of God, think that this is gospel, because it's not. The simple answer is it's not. And if you want a decent sort of lesson, the best thing you can do is actually look at nail techs videos and so on and so forth. But I've had so many requests for this video that I thought, fuck it, I'll just do it so that people can see what I've been doing. And also about what I've been using and stuff like that. I've never ever in my whole entire life gone on a nail tech course. Never, 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 never. So this is all new to me as well as you. Essentially, to start off with, I'm going to quickly buff my nails down with the file. And again, I'm not nail tech. Nail techs, please don't come at me in the comments. I literally am just doing what I know. So I'm going to use it on a slow speed and just buff off maybe any residual glue that's on there, any of the like flaky bits. I've had acrylic since I was about 16, so realistically my nails are fucked. But at least I can appreciate that and acknowledge it. Do you know what I'm saying? So to start off with, I'm just buffing per se the nail, so it's a bit more like that on a really, really slow speed. My machine is from Amazon, by the way. My technique is shit, but that's absolutely fine because, as I said, I am not a nail tech at all. So I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. The way I've learnt to do it best is sort of do my dominant hand first and then hope for the best and do my non-dominant afterwards. And that's purely because once I've got one hand on, I'm in a better position rather than being halfway on both hands. So that's what I'm going to do, basically. That is what I'm going to do. So I've got this nail glue here. It's probably stuck, to be honest. Oh. Hopefully there's some actually usable glue in there. I guess we will soon find out. Oh, there it is. Let's try. Oh, yeah, lovely. There is. So, start off with, I got all these nail tips from Salon Services. Lil. Do I think they're the best tips in the world? I have no fucking idea. So, you're better off just trying whatever works for you. I think there's some that are pre-shaped, which are probably a better option for people starting out. I've seen you can get them on Amazon. So, they might be a better option. But I prefer these in a way because they're kind of square, like they're not curved. Do you get what I'm saying? Like they're not ridiculously curved. That's way too bloody big. I feel like that works well. That. Need 2 of each, right? So I want them to be the same. Sorry if you can hear a little bit of music in the background. It's just so I don't go mad, realistically. So as I said before, all I'm doing now is literally measuring out my fingers, my nails. And what I'm doing is I'm also pulling out the same size again for my other hand. This just means that they're going to be more even. They're going to look nicer. This is the one thing I've learned is don't like completely measure them different, because then you'll compare your thumbs and they'll be completely fucking different, and it's so annoying. Also, really quickly, that black dot on my hand is actually a Sharpie that I tested earlier. Back to the video. Lovely. That's all my nails. Right. So let's start gluing. Again, I'm not a nail tech. Just to clarify, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. Oh shit. Acid-free primer. I've been told dehydrate, then the primer, before I put anything on. All my nail sort of stuff is Glitter Bells by Annabelle, by the way. It's just the start kit that you get. So here what I'm doing is I'm just applying my acid-free primer and my dehydrator. The dehydrator first and then the primer, and then I will stick my nails on with the nail glue I've got. It's literally just a nail glue that I got from a little like stick-on nail kit. So yeah, it's nothing special. It's literally just any nail glue. I'm really sorry that I keep going out of the shot. Don't worry, it's annoying me as well. But I've sped this bit up because it's quite self-explanatory of I am sticking said nail on said finger that I just measured out. I tried really hard not to stick them on wonky, but you'll see right at the end the one I stuck on wonky was my little finger, but you can fix that just with the way that you file it afterwards, so don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. Just try and make sure that they're as straight as possible and you've got a nice firm hold on them so the glue is fully saturated on the nail. Otherwise it can sometimes cause them to peel off really quickly, and you do not want that at all. All your hard work will go to waste. Ooh, she's a bit wonky. She's a little bit wonky. But oh well, she's on now. It's fine. So, hands on. That is horrible. Now, from here, I'm going to trim them. Now, I'm going to be really careful because last time I went a bit apeshit and basically overdid it. So, let's not do that again. This, again, is one of my favourite Amazon finds. Basically just cuts the plastic nail down. Make sure you do this before putting the acrylic on, but what I would be really careful of is do a little bit at a time and then trim it a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more, only because there's been a few times where I've got a bit carried away and they've got a bit too short, but at the same time, if you're doing your own nails, I wouldn't recommend going long because you're starting out, so start medium length. Nice. Yeah, I think that's a good length. Any longer and I would be hating my life. Just going to quickly file them. I probably want them square, so they're not going to be much, or like a tapered square. Sorry about the action on the table. It's probably not going to be much smaller than they are now, basically. Again, it's quite self-explanatory, I suppose. I'm just filing my nails down. At this point, you can file them to a coffin, a stiletto, whatever you like. I've seen a few people use like nail clippers to clip the sides. So if you are doing a coffin, you probably are better off clipping the sides. But I'm just going for a square, making my life easier. But not only that, it's just a style that I like at the moment. So I'm going for a nice medium length square. These nail files are also a godsend. I got them from Amazon, but they're much rougher than your average nail file. Sorry, just they can do plastic really. But yeah, game changer. Get these really rough nail files. Otherwise, I promise you, you'll be there for bloody years. And the shape of these nail files really helps. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my little buffer. I'm just gonna buff the plastic bit basically and smooth out this end so it's not too bumpy, not massively, just like that, so it's got better grip on it really. Right, then I've got some of this monomer. I'm thinking I could just go clear today or Peachabelle Sheer, Peachabelle Soft. That's probably what I'm going to go for. What have we got here? Pinkabelle Sheer, Pink Opal, Snow White, Glass Slippers, Peachabelle Cover, Peachabelle Cover. Wait, have I got two Peachabelle covers? Oh, Pinkabelle Cover, Peachabelle Cover. Yeah, I'm going to go for Peachabelle Soft, I think. So it's not too opaque, basically. Basically. I'm going to use the sort of medium size one today. I'm going to quickly grab some tissue. Just going to locate my little pot. There it is, my little monomer pot. I don't have a lot of this left, so I'm trying to be really careful with it. I'm going to heavily saturate my brush to start. I've got a bit more zoomed in now. I don't really know how I do it. I just sort of like get a bead, whack her in the middle, clean off my brush, maybe get a little bit more liquid and tap. And I completely agree that that's probably not enough, but I'm just so cautious with this stuff because fuck ups are hard to fix, to be honest. Love that for me. I've not been doing it in the camera. Basically, my remedy of when I've fucked up majorly is just stick more monomer in it and then it's movable again. And then I don't have to worry about it. And no, it's not perfect, I know, but I am a novice, so allow me. I feel like it's quite thin on the end, so I'm just going to pick up another bead and sort of thicken it up a fraction. It's like a lump there. What are you? Get off. There we go. We have a nail. Trying not to overdo it. Now let's continue. So don't worry, I'm not going to make you watch me put acrylic on for however long this actually took me to put on. But essentially what I'm doing is I'm starting with a thin, even layer on every single nail, and then I go in and I top up the acrylic that I've put on by adding an additional layer if it's needed. Because as you can see, my tips, they are quite chunky, so they do need a bit of covering, but also I'm generally quite a clumsy bitch, so my nails cannot be thin, otherwise I will break them. Sometimes I even chew them to the point of breaking, so I have to be quite vigilant and quite excessive on the acrylic coverage. But at the end of the day, my nails never seem to end up very thick as it is. I don't really like thick acrylics. I feel like they get really chunky and clunky, especially when they start to peel off. I've got nails on. Nice. Now before I start filing them, I'm going to give them a minute to dry down, because if they're wet, they basically will fuck up, and I don't want to do that. Make sure my brush is clean. And because because I am not full of money. This is not a business for me, so I can be unhygienic. I'm going to pour my monomer that's left over back in. I don't know how bad that is, but I don't care. I haven't got the money to be spending on loads of new monomer all the time, so I just basically reuse it if there's any left. Right. Clean up my area. Now, I got these nail files off Amazon. I hate the noise of nail files like rubbing on each other. Oh my god, it gives me the worst cringe. So I've got this good one. Basically, it's a pack of 10, right? And this one is like perfect for straight lines. So to file these into shape, I'm gonna make sure to use this big old square one.
Me again, lol. What I'm doing here is literally filing my nails into a square, like I said before. This is just to make sure the shape is retained, because after you put acrylic on, 9 times out of 10 it's going to look a bit wobbly, a bit bobbly. And then after this step, what I do is buff over the top just to make sure it's completely flat, and my apex is good. And that is simply it.
Now I'm going to go into my coffin nail, and I'm just going to slowly buff them so that they're more round. Not round, but you know what I mean, like on the top. And voila! So now I get my little chunky cube thing. I think it's a buffer, an actual buffer, like a, I don't know. Anyway, then go over the nails with this to make sure they're completely like smooth. It's a bit done out, I'm not gonna lie, I probably need another one. I don't think I've done half a bad job, to be honest. Not to suck my own tits off, but I can file this a bit shorter. I feel like it's a bit longer. Like, it's not actually longer, but it looks longer. I've got one of these little brushes. Very profesh. Not bad at all. For me. For me, it's not bad. So I'm going to start with my bonder. Where is she? Here. Why am I covered in fluff? What's going on? Okay, sorry, that was probably a bit longer than even I was expecting, but I know it's definitely dry now. I'm going to go in with the old Misty Moonbeam, just one layer of it, just to add a little bit of flavour to my boring fucking nails, TBH. white and then a glass. Oh shit, that's too much. Fantastic. And then whoop, this is just a cuticle oil that I got, like a dip kit. I hate dip nails, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think they're very easy at all. I actually feel like this is easier. With enough practice, like this can be easier and it is way stronger. So yeah, there we go. A hand of acrylics done. Not too complicated, not too long-winded. Well, it is, I suppose, but it's not as long-winded as it could be. But yeah, that is it. They're not perfect, I know, but at the end of the day, I am not a professional. I've never done a course. I have no idea what I'm doing, really. So I think that's not bad at all.
If you did like this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I'm sorry that it seemed quite long-winded, but I actually really enjoyed doing my nails. I feel like it's quite therapeutic. But thanks for watching. Sending all my love your way during this weird time.